friends, Danielle here from Wait Till Stitch Co, where I talk about everything knitting and crochet. And today it's getting a little bit colder here, so I've got a little cozy beverage, and we're going to talk about gift ideas for all the knitters and crocheters in your life, yourself or anyone else that you might want to be gifting to this holiday season. It feels like, these holiday deals come out earlier and earlier, and I don't want you guys to miss on any deals, so I'm going ahead and making this video now so you can be on the lookout for deals, add them to your wish list or your gifting list so you can keep an eye out on all the different platforms. And some of these actually are already on sale. It's only, mid-October right now that I'm recording this video. So yeah, that stands true. Everyone's just trying to get out these deals super fast. But yeah, so let's go ahead and talk through some of these gift ideas. I've got a good mix of different price points, and I'll have links in the description for you to check out as well, as always. So let's go ahead and get into it. So as mentioned, I've got different categories of price ranges for the gifts. We're going to start with the free category and then work our way up. After free, we'll talk about under $15, under $25, under $50, and then over $50. So a good mix of price ranges for whatever you want to gift or receive. And so starting at the free category, the gift that everyone wants, who has projects that they're working on or crafts that they'd enjoy doing, is just time to work on their projects, right? So you can, in this category, do the housework or take care of other obligations that prevent them from working on their crafts so that they have time and can just sit down and enjoy their projects. That's a huge gift in and of itself, just the gift of time. Another gift idea is to make them food or snacks to enjoy while they're doing their projects, something to enhance that experience, and we'll talk more about other things that can help them enjoy their crafting time as well. But just making food or something like that for them is another great idea. And the other free idea was time with you. So in this category, maybe you want to learn their craft or project with them. The time of crafting together and just relaxing time together is so valuable and special. So just wanted to call that out as some free ideas to gift to your loved one this season. And then we can go ahead and move into the under $15 category of gift ideas. So the first one is just the yarn that they love. So if you know what brands they enjoy or what specific lines of yarn or material make of yarn that they love, that is a great option. If you don't, I'd highly recommend a gift card to, if you only know like the certain brands or certain indie dyers that they enjoy, a gift card to that particular place is an option. But if you're really confident in the type of yarn that they love, the brand and the line and the colors, you can go ahead and pick that up. I just wanted to do a quick call out of some yarns that I love personally that they may or may not enjoy. Premier Yarns has some options that I enjoy for not only baby blankets but also amigurumi, so plushies. And some of these are on sale right now. Again, like I said, some of the products that I'm mentioning will be on sale during the holidays. Of course, there are obviously holiday sales coming up. So just keep an eye out. But one of the yarns that I wanted to touch on is Premier Parfait Plush, which is a super bulky yarn that they just released recently, and it's got a lot of colors, even though it just came out really, really recently. So this is a great option for amigurumi, a little bit bulkier. The slightly slimmer option would be Parfait Chunky, also by Premier. Just wanted to call that out. It's one of my go-tos. They're still releasing new colors for this yarn. As you can see, there's a lot of options. And it's, it's a go-to for a lot of amigurumi makers as well, so not just me. And another yarn that I love by Premier is their bamboo yarn. I use this for baby blankets. So that's just some Premier yarns that are options for the under 15. And then Lion Brand Yarn, I really enjoy their hometown yarn for hats and cozy accessories like scarves. So this is the Houston cream color, but they've got a wide range of colors all named after like hometowns, of course, as the line indicates. So want to call that out as another great yarn option. This one I think is rayon, yep, so that is that one. And then I want to talk about patterns before we get into the coffee. Patterns from their wish lists. So if you go to Etsy or Ravelry, chances are they have a wish list of patterns they wanted to buy. If not, kudos to them. But I know at least I have a huge wish list of patterns that I want to eventually purchase and make on Ravelry and Etsy. Depends on what kind of crafting they prefer to do. They may be on one platform, not the other, or vice versa, or both. I'm on both. but asking them to see their wish list of patterns and then, you know, picking out a couple that they might enjoy is another great option. Usually patterns aren't terribly expensive. You can expect them, they probably will be under $15 usually, maybe closer to $7 or less depending on the pattern, or if it's a bundle, for instance, it maybe costs a little bit more. Another thing that I wanted to call out before we get to consumables is a show or movie that they wanted to watch. So you could purchase DVDs on, you know, Amazon. You can purchase, I don't know, subscription for them, you know, for a month or something, gift a subscription. Alternatively, if they enjoy books, you could do an audiobook. I recommend librofm or audible, I guess is the option too. But if they have a wish list of audiobooks, that'd be another great option. And the final option that I have here, which I was hinting at and I have on the screen, was tea or coffee to enjoy while crafting. So this kind of goes along with the whole making them food, enjoying the experience of crafting or working on their project. So you could make them some coffee or some tea to enjoy a nice hot beverage, especially during this holiday season when it gets a little bit cooler. Big Trouble by Counterculture Coffee is a great option, and they also have a decaf called Slow Motion. And just some tea options available on Amazon. This one actually I'm having right now, the Paris, it's a nice tea. If you like, this is like a black tea, I think. Hint of lemony bergamot. And then, you know, a Provence, if you're looking for a white tea with apricot, this is a nice option too. So yeah, that is all the options under $15 that I'd recommend. Again, we're looking at some yarn, some gift cards to different yarn vendors or indie dyers. We've got patterns, shows, movies, audiobooks, and consumable coffee, drink, tea options. So in the under 25 option category, I do have stitch markers here. They kind of range depending on what kind of stitch marker you're looking at. So some of the options I have in the links below are under $15, so they could have gone in the lower category, but some of them are a little bit pricier. So the first one is this leverback fish one. So I'm using this on my project actually right here, if you can see the little fish guy. So I love, from me, the versatility of a leverback opening. So not the lobster clasp where you pinch to open. These open more broadly. So I find they're easy to open and close just for my own hands and usability. And these fish ones on Amazon are really adorable. They came in actually this big bin, and you can see there's a lot of them. They say 20 pieces, and they came in the nice storage container, and they're all different designs, and so it's very cute. I love the different pattern options that they have here, and they're a cute size too. They're not too big. So, and I know a lot of people are into making that one sweater. It's a knit sweater that has fish on it. So this could be really adorable stitch markers to go with that sweater as you're working on it. Just a quick call out if you are making that sweater. So stitch markers. So, and then also I found this really adorable turtle one. So this is creeping up a little bit more expensive, still 20 pieces, but this one is $13.50 where the other one was around $9 by the same brand. And the other stitch markers that I found, these are back down in price just a little bit again, but how cute is this? A little cozy autumnal theme with little hedgehogs and a little cozy mushroom house sort of thing with a vine growing up the side of it. I thought this was adorable. And then we get into some mugs. So this one is just around $18 right now. It says it's not hoarding if it's yarn. So this is great, appropriate for both knitters and crocheters, anyone who enjoys yarn basically. And this one is 11 ounces, so it's like on the smaller side. The one that I have right now is this one. So it's got the pink interior, you can see, and it says the same thing, it's not hoarding if it's yarn. I use this mug all the time. This one was actually a gift from my husband. I've actually got two of them. So yeah, another option for mugs. This one is a little bit bigger, 16 ounces for this one. And then we go into project bags. Project bags are a fantastic option for people working on their projects, obviously. This one has a small discount on it right now. It might be more discounted later during the holiday season. But it's just something to hold their projects while they're working. Something that's cute, adorable, easy to transport their work, and keeps it clean and safe. So this one has a zipper and a few pockets and little holes for the yarn to be pulled out of as you're working. So this should basically keep all of your accessories clean and available with the yarn, all the zippers you can see, and the tab on the side, you can easily carry it along. I actually have the bigger option, this one back there. That was a gift as well for me, in this exact pattern. It's very cute. Yeah, so I do love this project bag. I would recommend it. And then there are also larger bags, so like a tote style. So this is another one along the same lines of it's not hoarding if it's yarn. You can see the theme here. This one is on sale right now for $18.89. Normal price is just a bit above $20. Yeah, just a nice sturdy tote bag with a cute little yarny saying that's functional and also adorable. It's a great gift idea. This one is a little bit more plain, so if someone's not looking for that cute branding, maybe they just want something a bit more functional, stylish. The sizing is a bit different on this one, and it is a drawstring pull. So this one is another tote option. And then specifically for people who work on amigurumi plushies, a common gift idea that people really enjoy when they're sewing the plushies on, sometimes you have to hold the piece in place while you're sewing, and it can be a little bit difficult to hold it, I don't know, just keep it from shifting around, right? Especially like a head, for instance, you want it to stay perfectly straight. And so what people frequently do is you've already stuffed the piece and you can stick these sticks in there to hold it in place a little bit better for you. And so these are called, I don't know, amigurumi sticks. You can just use a really thin knitting needle as well. But I just wanted to call this out. These have a really adorable flower pattern on them. So it's a set of 8 pieces of these sticks. And just another one here with some cute little cat option. If someone's more into cats or animals, this could be a different option. And a leaf one as well. So these are all on Amazon. And then the last thing in the under 25 category, this is creeping up in price just a little bit more, is a really nice candle. So assuming they aren't sensitive to scents, so you want to keep that in mind, whether you get a strongly scented, unscented, or moderately scented candle. You can get a really nice candle for the season for them to burn and enjoy, just to set the ambiance while they're enjoying their coffee or their tea, while they're enjoying the snacks that you made and the time that they have to work on their projects. You can also have a cute little candle here. So this is just 2 options that I have. So this one is a large 3-wick candle, which I find really nice. And of course, pay attention to the scents. Of course, this one is a Madagascar vanilla scent, which sounds really nice. And here's a vanilla oak scent. I personally prefer like a vanilla or like a more neutral, pleasant scent. Some of these Christmas holiday scents can be a little bit more strong or aggressive with the, I don't know, the spruce and the, I don't know, the super piney scents, if you know what I mean, or the pumpkin. Even some of the pumpkin candles for me get a little bit too much. I know some people love them, but so just know your person for this, obviously, and you can pay attention to the size. This one here is a 9 ounce, it's a single wick, but I like the 3-wick personally. I think this one is really beautiful. So yeah, candle is another great option. So in the under 50 category, we are getting into some nicer stuff here. The first that I want to recommend is some nice independent dyed yarn. So this one is an example. It's a local, I guess they're in Maryland, so it's not super local, but it's one of the closer independent dyers that I know and have been to, is Magpie Fibers. They've got some fantastic yarns. And it always feels nice to support small businesses or, you know, these smaller dyer companies. So Magpie Fibers, at them specifically, I want to recommend them. They have some yarns. Let's see what the bases are. Their most popular ones, and the ones that I personally love, are their Swanky Lime, so the Swanky Sock and Swanky DK. If we click into this one, it is a silky blend of merino, cashmere, and nylon, so the MCN style. It's got gorgeous feel. If you've worked with an MCN yarn before, this is, you know, a classic yarn, classic combination for a reason. 80% merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, so it's got the softness but also the structure. That's really nice. If we go back here, another one that I really love, and they've got so many different yarns, I won't go through them all, but just the final one that I want to call out is this plume yarn. So this is a lace weight yarn. They say it's luxurious, but it is absolutely luxurious. It's tough to describe it without feeling it, but so it's 75% cashmere, 25% silk. It is more expensive, but those are very luxurious, soft materials. So it is $42. That's why it is in this higher price category of under $50 gifts. But yeah, this is a stunning yarn. So I just wanted to call them out specifically as fantastic yarn dyer company. So you can learn more about them. I'll have their link below, as with all these other links. But independent dyed yarn, nice, beautiful yarn is always great. You know, I would recommend knowing their colors, knowing if they have any sensitivities or preferences related to materials and colors. That would be very, very required here, especially at this higher price point. It would be a shame to buy a yarn that they don't love. So just keep that in mind. And the next one I want to recommend, whoops, this groceries ad is aggressive. Okay, let me refresh this page. Okay, it formatted weirdly, but hopefully you can see. So this is a electric winder, and this is also one I have, you may have seen like on my videos or reels or whatever you want to call them, the short form videos. I love using this to wind my nice fancy hank wound yarn into usable skein balls. So this one is really nice. You don't have to crank it. Obviously, you can just mess with the dial so it'll automatically wind things. Yeah, I've absolutely loved mine. I have actually a review, a link as well, if you want to check out my review of this before purchasing. But yeah, it's nice to multitask. I do keep an eye on it. I don't leave this completely unattended. It does stop it if it has tension or it senses a knot or something, it'll stop for you. But yeah, I would never leave an automatic winder completely unattended. I just, you know, keep an eye on it. I'm in the same room, and when it has an issue, you can turn it off and then turn it back on, fix the issue, all that good stuff. So yeah, I love that it has the tension. It describes here, you basically thread it up through these two different areas. So it keeps nice tension as it's winding your skein. I think that's pretty standard though. I don't know if 2 is standard, but this one has a nice design. So yeah, this is the page for that. I guess I have to click off for the price. Yeah, so right now, depending on the color, some of the colors are more expensive. I did get the white color, so it is just around $40 right now, not on sale. But yeah, so an electric winder, this is a great option for, yeah, automatic winding of your hanks. And the next one I want to discuss, so I've got 3 of these blankets myself. I love this blanket. It's ultra soft, cozy. It's so great. They've got 2 different sizes, so this could have gone in 2 different categories. So the smaller size, which is 50 by 60 inches, which is still a really great size, is $45.99 right now, not on sale. They do have sales. I've seen the sales before, and also, let's see the colors. I have the Snow Lynx, which is a beautiful like gray white. It goes with a lot of rooms or palettes rather. And another one that I've used before, or that we have, is the Frost Fox, which is more of a brown white. Yeah, gorgeous, super cozy, perfect for just snuggling up in. I highly recommend this blanket. So definitely check that one out as well. And then we have some decorations. So I know that wall decorations can be a little bit personal. So keep in mind their space and their preferences for how they design stuff. This is just something that I use. You see a lot of them. You'll see a couple of them actually. If you can see behind me, I've got this exact one, and I've got another one that I'm going to talk about. But put you back there. So they've got a few different sizes on display. These are metal posters, and so they hang with a sticker and then a magnet, which is attached to the sticker, and then you can change out the posters, which is nice if you want to, you know, change it up during the season, whatever, or yeah, just as you're restyling your space. So this is a medium size of the Professional Amigurumi Crocheter. Super cute poster. This is one I have, as you just saw. This medium size is around $45. So this is a really great one for someone who likes to make plushies. Another option, I have this in the larger size, which is closer to $100, but the medium size again is like $45. So this is the octopus you see on my wall over on the bottom left. You can see that there. You can see it's a little bit bigger than the amigurumi one on the top right there. But super cute. So this is an octopus on a bunch of yarn holding a little sweater that he's making. Super cute. I fell in love with this one. And it looks great in my space. Like the quality of this print is really nice. With the sort of painted background, it's very artistic. So yeah, I recommend this poster personally. This is really nice. This one I don't have, but it's so cute and I just wanted to call it out. Let's see. So this says knitting because destroying everything is wrong. This little frog with his little sweater and knitting that looks like a scarf or something like that. Super cute for the knitter. And then for the crocheter, we have a granny square whale making a bunch of granny squares holding his yarn in his tail. This one might be really cute, appropriate for someone who specifically enjoys making a lot of squares. I don't see a lot of granny square specific posters, so I just want to call this out as kind of unique and special. So for the crocheter in your life, this could be something that they enjoy. And the last option in the under $50 category is a backpack. So this is more, you know how we talked about the project bags and the tote bags. This is a little bit higher price, higher quality, higher level, maybe suits different needs. So this one is on sale right now for $29. Normally it's $34. And this is just a really, really nice backpack. So it's specifically tailor-made to crafters. You can see the front portion opens up and it holds all of your crafting materials and more. It holds everything you would possibly need. And then it has buttonholes where you can pull the yarn out of from the center area. It has lots of zippers. It has a place where you can charge your phone from if you want to attach a battery bank. It has a pocket where you can slip different essentials. It has water space. Has a back pocket. It's really comprehensive, this backpack. So, and it comes in a lot of different colors. They've got two different options, the upgraded versus the normal. So the upgraded seems to have, mostly the power bank is the difference that I saw here. Maybe there are a couple of differences, but in terms of capacity and most of the features, it seems pretty similar. But you could save a few dollars and get the cheaper option if you want a little bit different backpack style. You feel like they won't use the charger. That could be an option for you. And now we're on to the final category, which is over $50. I only have 3 options here. I wanted to keep it a little bit lighter because these are a little bit more expensive. But the first of these options is a hand massager. So I don't know about other people, but I've heard in the community and myself, my own experience included, you know, you're meant to pause and, you know, take breaks and stretch and do certain exercises to keep your hands healthy and happy when you're doing a lot of these knitting, crocheting activities. You're holding something statically for a while and you're kind of cramped up and hold over a project. But it can be difficult to remember to take that time and take care of your hands. And a lot of people do develop injuries. So I myself did in the past have a repetitive stress injury on one of my hands from knitting too much. So something that might be nice for your crafter is to remind them to take care of their hands and take care of their health with a hand massager. This one came highly recommended. It is $63 on sale, normally $70. And it has different modes. It has compression and heat. And this one seemed like it fits a lot of different hand sizes from what I was reading the reviews. So I just wanted to call this out specifically. You know, as I mentioned, crafters, we do need to take better care of ourselves and our hands. This one did seem, it also has vibration and it did look portable. I think you charge this and then take it with you. Yep, USB-C charger and cable, which is really nice. Everything's moving towards USB-C these days, so that's awesome. Yeah, so a nice option to remind your crafter to take care of themselves would be a massaging tool like this. And then the Lumos knitting light. This is, I received this as a gift myself a few years ago. And yeah, this is $55 right now, not on sale. It's got a few different color options. I have the white option here. And it basically, you wrap it around your neck. You've probably seen this online. It's everywhere. A lot of people talk about this, and it's 500 plus bought in the last month. It is a popular product. So yeah, so basically you can charge it, and then there's a few different light options of intensities and I think also colors. And it's very lightweight. You put it around your neck, you can turn on the lights and just see your project in the dark. So you can craft while you're watching movies and not bother your partner or your family. Or at night in bed, or they show here on an airplane would be a great option. Yeah, just a very nice travel-friendly, lightweight light to work on your projects. And the final over $50 option I wanted to mention, this one specifically is actually on the cheaper side, but I'm putting it in this category because many of the pillow options are over $50 or just borderline. So just to be safe, I put it in this category here. But this one is they call it like a gaming pillow, but people use it as a crafting pillow. You may have seen this online. There's another brand that's very popular for this. But basically the idea is when you're crafting on things, especially a heavier project or a smaller project, it's easy to kind of hunch over while you're working on your project and kind of have really poor posture, and then you're feeling it in your back, you're having poor posture later on, it builds bad habits. So the idea with this pillow is it helps support your arms, it supports your project, and you can work on it in a more ergonomic way, more stood up, more opened up in your back, so you're not as hunched over. So this one would be promoting good posture. Again, the idea of promoting crafter health sort of thing. So this one specifically is $37. As I said, there are many pillow crafter options here. You could just even use a normal pillow, but the nice idea about this is it kind of wraps around and supports more of your arms rather than just a pillow in the front. But I suppose you could build your own pillow cocoon if you wanted to. So yeah, they just have a demonstration that supports the wrist, the back, the elbow, different color options. This one also has a coupon you could use. Yeah, I would just recommend checking out different brands, different options for this, but this is one that I wanted to present as a nice gift idea here. Great, thanks for joining along. That's all of the gift ideas I wanted to talk about today. I hope you guys found something that was interesting for yourself or for your loved ones. Lots of great options here in terms of supporting their craft, supporting their time, supporting their health with their crafting. So yeah, I hope this was interesting. Again, all the links will be in the description if you want to check it out. And if you enjoyed videos like this, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps me a lot on my channel, and I would love to see you on future videos. I've got a lot of good stuff coming this holiday season. And don't forget to look out for those deals. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.